Before a new generation of fans started debating who the greatest of all time was, there was a guy who pretty much held the title without much argument. His name was Joe Montana. For a whole lot of folks who grew up watching football in the 1980s, he wasn't just a great quarterback. He was the quarterback. He was the benchmark, the gold standard against which all others were measured. When you talked about winning, leadership, performing when the lights were brightest, the conversation always started and ended with Joe. He made quarterbacking look like an art form, a cool and calculated masterpiece painted on a 100-yard canvas. Joe Montana defined what it meant to be a champion in the modern NFL. He took the San Francisco 49ers, a team that had been struggling for years, and turned them into a full-blown dynasty. He led that team to 4 Super Bowl victories, a number that seemed almost untouchable for a long time. Winning 1 is hard enough. Winning 4 with the same organization is sustained excellence at a rare level. Every great football story starts somewhere. For Joe, that place was New Eagle, Pennsylvania, right in the heart of Western Pennsylvania's football country. That part of the country just breeds tough, hard-nosed football players. He grew up playing all kinds of sports, a natural at just about everything he tried. Football, basketball. He was a star at Ringgold High School, a talented kid who could do it all on the field. It was there he began honing the skills and the competitive fire that would make him a legend. You could see the foundation in those early days, just a kid with a love for the game. When it came time for college, Joe made his way to the University of Notre Dame. Playing quarterback for the Fighting Irish brings pressure and a ton of history. He fought for his spot, battled injuries, and stiff competition. The road wasn't easy. When Joe arrived in San Francisco, he was paired with offensive genius Bill Walsh. Walsh was installing the West Coast offense, precision and timing over bombs. It wasn't about 50-yard heaves. It lived on rhythm and timing, short, horizontal throws to stretch the defense and create yards after the catch. Perfect for Joe's accuracy, intelligence, and quick decision-making. He spent seasons mastering the details, preparing to take the reins. By 1981, he was the starter, and everything changed. From perennial loser to powerhouse, 13-3. A deep playoff run led to Dallas in the NFC title game, a heavyweight battle back and forth. Late, the 49ers needed a touchdown deep in Cowboys territory. What happened next is simply known as the catch, 3rd and 3 from the 6. Joe rolled right, the Dallas rush bearing down. He lofted a high pass toward the back of the end zone. It looked like a throwaway. After the catch and the victory in Super Bowl 16, the 49ers were no longer underdogs. They were champions. Joe Montana was the undisputed leader, and he followed that first ring with more. In Super Bowl 19, he outdueled Dan Marino and took home Super Bowl MVP. A second ring cemented the dynasty, not a fluke. Late in Super Bowl 23, trailing with just over 3 minutes left and starting from their own 8, Joe eased the huddle. "Hey, isn't that John Candy?" Then he marched 92 yards and hit John Taylor for the winner. A year later in Super Bowl 24, it wasn't close, 55-10, one of the most dominant wins ever. Joe threw 5 touchdowns and claimed a 3rd Super Bowl MVP. 4 appearances, 4 victories, peak quarterbacking. 83 completions on 122 attempts for 1,142 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. A passer rating of 127.8. He elevated everyone. That's the mark of a true champion. The nickname Joe Cool fit perfectly. While others ran hot, Joe ran calm. You could see it in his posture. Sunday practice calm in fourth quarter chaos. That composure spread to the whole team. While defenses tried to create chaos, Joe saw the whole field, read coverages, and anticipated where his receivers would be. His mind was as sharp as his arm. At the line, he played chess, audibling to the right answer. Clutch defined him. 31 fourth-quarter comebacks, the catch drive, the 92-yard march, and countless daggers. Leave any time on the clock for Joe, and it was probably too much time. For years, he was the undisputed GOAT, before another 12 stacked rings of his own. For an entire generation, he's still the pinnacle. A winner, a leader, grace under pressure. His coolness, intelligence, and championship pedigree set a standard quarterbacks still chase today. Before Brady's era, the legend was Montana.